Hi, so we just had a snowstorm in the Northeast and I got a lot of calls the next day from people who'd thrown their backs out snow shoveling. Shoveling is actually a really tricky thing to do because you're getting a load while you're bent over and then you're twisting. So it's really easy to throw the low back out. So I want to show you how to warm up before shoveling and how to shovel properly so that you don't hurt yourself in the first place. So a quick warm up, because we want to make sure that the muscles that need to be lengthened are lengthened and the muscles that need to be on are on. So begin by having your feet slightly wider than your hips, and you can simply arc up and over. And then we're going to take this on a crossway. So now you're going to reach this arm over, this hip moves forward, back heel extends up. And now take it more to the middle, lower. And if any of these feel like they need a little bit more time, a little bit more opening, then you just stay there and you do that. Now we want to make sure that the glutes are fired up. You're going to take a nice wide straddle, squat a little bit, use your glutes to support you, and let's just open up these muscles a little bit more while we're doing this. You're going to drop one shoulder down, and then the other. Getting a nice rotation through the spine, stretching the back muscles, the oblique muscles. Now let's pause here, fire up the glutes, fire up the belly, make sure all these muscles are really on board because we're going to need them soon. Stretch the legs straight. You're good to go. The main thing I want you to know about good form while shoveling, whether that's snow or dirt or whatever the heck it is you need to move, do not bend straight at the hips, take a big load, and hoist it over. That's how you screw up your back. Instead, you want to remember that you have joints that bend and move, you have a core that can really support you, you have to use your strong glutes, and you want to actually be moving your hips while you are shoveling so that you're not making all the rotation come from the spine, all right? So stand with one foot slightly in front of the other. You're going to actually bend the knees. So instead of just hinging forward at the hips, bend the knees, send the shovel down, and then you're actually lifting now the legs and the hips and moving this hip forward. So my back heel is actually up. So we're going to try the other side now. So now my right foot is forward, bend at the knees, straighten, rotate the hips, pick the back heel up and toss, yeah? And it is important that, fine, maybe do some all to one side for a bit, but make sure you're evening it out. So maybe even let this be an exercise where you're counting and you're making sure that you're doing an even amount side to side. Remember, it's a rotation of the hips, bending and straightening. None of this stuff. This is what gets me the phone calls the next day. I want you guys to be happy and healthy and pain-free for the rest of your winter. I hope this video is helpful for you. Please do pass it along to anyone that you know who needs this information, which is pretty much anyone who shovels. And if you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel for more useful tips on living a happy, healthy, pain-free life.